everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel yet again. Just like last time, this time I have brought for you a very important group of remedies, that is the sulfur group of remedies. Why is it so important? That I had mentioned in the last video, so I'm not going to repeat it this time, but howsoever, this is also one of the greatest and the most important type of the category or the family in this homeopathic materia medica. Now, sulfur as a chemical element, it is found in abundance. It is so abundant that it is the number 10th most abundant element in the universe. Majorly, the earth produces sulfur itself in the form of lava. One more homeopathic remedy we study is again made up of lava, that is Hekla lava. So today we'll be talking about the homeopathic family of the sulfur, or we'll discuss the sulfur group in general. So let's begin. Now first of all, before understanding sulfur groups or the sulfur family in general, it is very important for us to just govern or take knowledge about how a sulfur patient is identified, or how you see the sulfur theme in a patient, not only physical but mental and in general on a constitutional base, because that forms a strong base of a constitutional prescription. Now if you see perfectly, sulfurs, they have basically a high heating point. Since sulfur is made from lava, that relates to that of patients being in a hot state. That means they cannot tolerate heat in any form. The sulfur patient is always hot, is always offensive. In the past years, in the modern field, sulfur or sulfur drugs rather, they were used as strong antibiotics. So recurrently the sulfur patients have a tendency to get infections. Hence there is a sense of offensiveness in sulfurs. They don't like to bathe or go near water. Hence there is also a lack of cleanliness. Rather, this lack of cleanliness arises from the miasm itself, because sulfur is the king of miasms, the king of the soric miasm itself. Hence in every field you find that lack. There is a lack of confidence, there is a lack of concentration, there is a lack of memory, there is a lack of cleanliness, there is a lack of morality, there is a lack of everything in it itself. There is a lack of immunity itself in soric patients. Hence they have a better tendency or an easy tendency for catching up any infections. Now sulfur is also one of the greatest remedy for skin or any skin trouble where there is itching along with burning. But here I would put it up that any a times, in any a case, sulfur must not be prescribed on the basis of just mere itching, burning or anything as a loose symptom. Sulfur, being a very big remedy, very profound and a deep acting remedy, must always be prescribed in a constitutional form. Due to lack of everything, there is also a lack of oil secretion or a lack of perspiration, which causes dryness in sulfur patients, which causes dryness and itching of the skin. Hence it is also useful in such states. Now we'll move forth with the next theme of sulfur. Now psychologically, how to identify a sulfur patient? The first or the base point or the fountainhead of the sulfur is a false ego or a bloated ego. What do you mean by bloated ego? It is not like a platinum ego. He is not an achiever. He is not a big leader, just like the gold series. He just has a sense of a pride. He just has a sense of an ego, a strong ego that is. Hence, he is much concerned with his appearance, because everything that matters to a sulfur patient is his ego. He needs to be under that state, a protected state of ego. He needs to protect his ego at any cost. Hence, you may find a big theme of a struggle in a sulfur patient. a struggle to protect his pride, a struggle to satisfy his ego, a struggle to satisfy his basic stature, his basic psychological stature of an ego. On one hand, you may find a sulfur patient being, you know, absolutely careless regardless of his looks, of his appearance. He is untidy. And on the other hand, you may also find a bright, intelligent, clean, and a very meticulous sulfur. It depends upon whether the sulfur state is compensated or uncompensated. So, in all the sulfur based medicines, that can be sulfur, that can be natrum sulf, that can be calcarea sulf, that can be any sulfur remedies, a state of egoism has to be present. The patient normally tells you that he has a big ego, or in other words, it is implied as so. Now, the sulfur patient is easily hurt by comments because he feels that his ego is quite easily, broken, and once broken, it leads to a production of sulfur state. That is the only reason we term him, or we term the sulfur patient, as a ragged philosopher. He is in a state of his own, in a world of his own, in a world created by his own. That it signifies ultimately. And ultimately, we find one more rubric in our Materia Medica, that there is a delusion that he is a king. There is a grandeur delusion. He feels in his own world that he is the king. Fortunately, by chance, sulfur entire remedy as said is the king of psoric remedies itself. He appears to be very restless. He appears to be very intelligent. He appears to be very sharp. He appears to be very fast. He appears to be very hasty. Since the psoric miasm itself signifies a lack, there is a lack of feelings, there is a lack of morality, there is a lack of memory, there is a lack of emotions. So sulfur patients can even be cruel. They can even be very aggressive. And since it is a lava remedy, since it is a hot remedy, just like lava, they are very, very aggressive. They are very angry. They are easily angered. They snap very easily. So all these themes must be there when you are selecting a sulfur group of remedy or a sulfur itself. So far as the generalities are concerned, most of the sulfur patients are hot. I would say most of the sulfur patients, bearing a few remedies like Hiparsulf. Hiparsulf is a chilly remedy. Bearing these few exceptions, most of the remedies are hot. That means they are aggravated by hot conditions. It can be hot weather, it can be heat in general, and they are relieved by cold. They feel better in cold in general. Most of the remedies belonging to the sulfur group, they are aggravated in the morning most of the time. However, it should not be implied as such. It can be affected any time of the day. The sulfur patient can be affected any time of the day. The sulfur group can be affected any time of the day, but dominantly, mostly the symptoms are aggravated in the morning. Talking about the appetite, most of the sulfur patients or most of the sulfur group of remedies have a big appetite. They bear a large appetite. That is why we come across the symptom that the sulfur patients, they are feeling, they have a sense of goneness, or when they suffer from hunger pangs exactly at 12. They suffer from burning, that is acidity. They have a lot of acridity. This implies a general feature of sulfurs. More so, offensiveness, yellowishness of discharges is very marked in most of the sulfur group of remedies. If you find that there is a sense of dryness, there is a sense of burning, there is a sense of offensiveness associated with these symptoms, you can think of sulfur group of remedies if the other symptoms support so. One more important feature of the sulfur group of remedy is a tendency to suppuration or unhealthy skin. They are prone to develop small boils, abscesses, pustules, which are full of pus, offensive pus. Now, any a time, if you come across with burning pains, dryness, a general state as mentioned earlier in the video, along with crops of boils, lot of burning, recurrent abscesses, recurrent pustules, you may think of sulfur group of remedy if it is associated with the aforesaid symptoms. Most of the sulfur patients suffer from congestion. They suffer from congestive states. Hence, this explains the throbbing pains the sulfur patients suffer. It might be headache, it might be otalgia, that is pain in the ears, it might be throat pain, it might be anything. Most of the pains that relates to sulfur as a remedy are of throbbing character, because throbbing in itself is a soric factor. More so, all the sulfurs or most of the sulfur remedies, they are affected by standing posture, they are affected by exertion. When they stand, their backache aggravates, their headache aggravates. All these symptoms grossly indicate the sulfur group of remedies. As aforesaid, yellowishness of discharges, offensiveness of discharges, dryness of skin, heat, aggravation from heat in general, aggravation from standing in general. One more important remedy which relates to sulfur as a remedy is a burning sore. The person or the people belonging to sulfur or needing a sulfur phenomenon, they suffer from burning sores. But however, we should keep this in mind. We have to look after the aforesaid symptoms. The person likes to keep his foot out of the bed because of this terrible burning going on inside. More so, in females, sulfur is helpful in many female complaints. It might be menorrhagia, it might be metrorrhagia, it might be leukorrhea. As said, leukorrhea has to be indicated while giving sulfur. The sulfur or the sulfur group of leukorrheas, they are yellowish in character, offensive in character, burning and excoriating in character. There is a local infection and inflammation going on rather than formation of cyst, bearing a few remedies like natrum sulph, where cysts are also common. You find a lot of itching in the vulval region. You find lot of offensive discharges from the genitals. All these symptoms grossly indicate the sulfur phenomenon, or rather a strong indication of sulfur. The rectal symptoms, since the congestion is the main or the chief area where sulfur has to work, the person suffers from proctitis, that is the inflammation, along with throbbing and burning sort of pain. He might also suffer from hemorrhoids, that is piles, with a burning, irritating pain. So far as the oral symptoms are concerned, the patient or the sulfur person has redness of all the orifices. That means there is congestion all over. They have a very red, fire, like angry looking inflammatory process going on. Hence, the lip color of sulfur patient is bright red due to this congestion. There is burning in the mouth, offensiveness from the mouth, yellowish, thick yellowish coating going on. There is the entire redness of the mouth, of throbbing character. There is a throbbing sort of pain, burning in the throat. All these symptoms grossly indicate the sulfur state yet again. And one of the most important property of the sulfur group of remedies is all the sulfur group of remedies, they are very powerful antiseptic agents, because as said, sulfur is a very potent and a powerful fighter of the bacterial infections. Hence, when the symptoms are in support, You can easily decide the remedy on the basis of these symptoms. You can think of any sort of sulfur group when indicated if there is a strong bacterial infection going on, ranging from right from inflammation to a soric suppuration. You can think of sulfur or sulfur group of remedies which can be nearly indicated, because the entire infectious phenomenon is beautifully covered by the entire sulfur state. Hope you might have liked the video. I'll bring on new videos in the coming future. Up till then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Jai Hind.